Hey everyone, welcome to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay, so grab a brush, grab some paints, grab some models, paint along with me. This is our world of unpainted models. I'm returning from some models from the past. I was cleaning out my workshop the other day and I found a bunch of models that are almost done. I worked on them in a previous Painting with Jay a while ago. And they're each like a couple of details away from being done, so I'll work on them today, get them all done, get them off my table, get them in my battle reports. That's the key. So yeah, I don't talk about my life in the meantime. Obviously, if you want to see more of the behind-the-scenes stuff, watch my vlog where I just talk about more of the behind-the-scenes stuff in my videos and what I'm doing my days. But it's all good. So let's get started now. Hey everyone, so today I'll be working on these Ork boys. As I said, they're Burna boys. These are ones I worked on a long time ago, but I didn't finish them. I never based them. So as you can see, some of the minor details are not done, and there's a knob here. He's pretty much done. I'll just finish basing him after. And today I'm going to work on these guys, get some work done, and yeah, just relax, talk about my week. Yeah. Yeah, let's get started. So, I'll start by giving these guys shading. I'm going to use some Orks Earth Shade on the clothing, non-oil on the metallics. So I'll just quickly, what I'm going to do, because there are various stages, so I'm just going to quickly move back the ones that have already been shaded. And that's it. And let's work on these guys today. So start with him. And I'm going to use Orks Earth Shade, non-oil, together. That'll be awesome. So, let's talk about my week. Now, obviously, as I said, if you want to learn more about what I do in a given week, check out my new vlog. That's what it's kind of there for, right? To show you behind the scenes stuff. I got some comments back. People like it. So I'm going to keep making it. I'm going to keep doing it. I got a new camera. It's not a very expensive camera, but I'm going to use it for my vlogs because that way I can kind of separate the footage. It was a little annoying having to pick, all the footage away from, because I'd be filming and a bunch of different things would be amalgamated together in my footage. So I had to figure out and separate it all. So this is going to be a new, easier method. Yeah, I think it'll be good. So, that's not the most centered, but it's okay. I had a good week. It's been a good week. Let's start off. I went and saw the movie Lion. The other day. It was pretty good. Definitely an Oscar movie. I call them Oscar movies, and you know what I'm talking about. There's certain movies that are kind of designed for awards. And yeah, if they're based on a true story about a journey or somebody who recently died, starring the same 18 actors. Now this one didn't have the same main actor, but Nicole Kidman's in it, and she's obviously in a lot of Academy Award movies. So yeah, it was good. It was an interesting movie. The real life is slightly different. And the 3 questions, I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But, yeah, I'd say if you really want to, it's a good movie. Go see it. Of course, apparently La La Land, I watched the Golden Globes the other day. And La La Land was apparently where it's at. It appears that, sorry, I'm just checking something. Well, I'm going to hit this thing with a shade. At the Golden Globes, La La Land won every category that it was in, basically. So, looks like I'm gonna have to go see La La Land sometime with my girlfriend. It's gonna be fun. So, yeah. Apparently it's quite good. We'll see. Right now in the news in the States, obviously, there's Trump stuff. Now, if you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump in the States, the one thing you got to agree with is that the next 4 years at least 4 years, right? Assuming he doesn't get shot. And I'm just going to say 4 years because it's the safe side. He might win the next election. He may not. Now, if you look at history in the States, it is typically an 8-year swing for politics, right? Before Trump, it was 8 years Democrat. Before that was 8 years Republican. Before that was 8 years Democrat. Before that was Republican. So, no matter what you think about Trump, you got to agree that the next 4 years are going to be interesting. You know, he is an interesting guy. Apparently, he's going to make America great again. I'm Canadian, though, so we elected Justin Trudeau. So, our country went progressively, technically left, right, versus the States. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Which, the States went more to the right. Now, if you don't really know American politics, I'm not going to go into too much detail. The big difference between, Canada and the U.S. is that even our, rightist party is still left, it would still be defined as very left to American politics. So, it's interesting. I'm curious to see how it happens. Obviously, he hasn't been put into, I think next week is his inauguration, or whatever it's called, sworn in. So, and he won. You know what? The electoral system, he won it. So, it's going to be an interesting next 4 years. And what the weirdest thing was, in Canada, we kind of wondered how it would affect, the relative. Obviously, the country we do the most trading with and do the most the country we do the most trading with, and the one we keep track of, because we go there the most, is the American dollar. And we were kind of wondering how it would affect the American dollar, right, relative to Canada. And it made the American dollar stronger. So, that's pretty cool. I guess if you're American and you want to come to Canada, if you're Canadian, you want to go to the States, it's kind of annoying, because we lose a lot of money. Right now, a dollar American is worth like almost $1.40 Canadian. So that's pretty crazy. Canadian dollar's weak. Oh well. And things I am going, of course, I'm right now, it looks like I'll be able to go to Adepticon. There's a good chance. So we'll see. Of course, I better start saving up my US now. That's going to be fun. So yeah, I went to the line. It was good. I had a relaxing weekend. Went to the Peterborough Zoo, caught some Pokemon. The event's now over. So there's no Charizards everywhere. I caught 2 Charizards actually during the event. It was pretty good. I'm still playing Pokemon Go. I know what most of you thinking, like, whoa, he's still playing. Yes, I am. I like it. It's fun. Keeps me active. It's been a little harder the last few days because we've had some really nasty weather here. It's been windstorms and freezing rain and snow and then rain. And it's been a really weird winter so far. Really weird so far. But it's winter, Most people say like winter in Canada, but it's not been this, it's been weird. Like as I said, it was raining today. Interesting. So, what else? Today, the big announcement is for Nintendo Switch. So I'll probably pre-order one. I really like the Nintendo systems. But I've had a good week. It's pretty relaxing. Well, working a lot, but I don't know if you noticed this, but I've been working a lot harder on my videos last week. I've been able to get back into the groove and film significantly more. And I can actually say this because it's almost done. The filming's all shot. And, I got to read it a little bit because I filmed the green screen portion. So what I'm going to talk about. I've actually filmed the next episode of How to Play 40K, the fight sub-phase. And unfortunately, I went back in the footage, and I was filming, and it was a bit of a windy windy night. And unfortunately, some of the parts, the wind is too strong when the audio levels are bounced. So I'm going to have to refilm a little bit of it. So you might notice that in the filming. I was wearing one of my just generic white shirts, so it wasn't too crazy or anything. So I can easily, fix that. So I'll have to refilm those parts. and put it back together and finish the product. But I'm happy. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, was to bring that series back to life. And it will be. So I'm excited to get that next episode done. And this guy's way behind the others. What happened to browns on him? Oops. Alright, so I better as well work on this guy then. Or, I'll continue. Oh, he's not done either. Not done. Yeah, let's work on the brown areas. Give me something to do. Let's see. Gotta find my brown. It's right there. Yes, it is. Perfect. So I'll use some Warfang brown, get the leather areas done. I'm going to paint for probably about half an hour today. Get as much as I can done. Yeah. And it feels nice just being able to get back in the groove and getting back into filming. I really like that sense of accomplishment that comes with it. That I can actually see the videos. And plus, my goal is to get my videos back to where it was about a year ago, right? Before they started falling off the tracks. And then my goal is to just keep going, after that. And it looks like just in the last week and a half, you can see this bump in my video views and a little bit of my subscribers, which I don't, to be honest, I really like subscribers and it's sort of cool. I prefer views. That's actually the one I prefer the most. It's just because people are subscribing doesn't mean they're actually viewing your content. So I really like seeing views. Subscribers is cool too. In fact, I'm really happy that I'm now past 30K, and now I'm looking forward to 40K. And it would be amazing if, right now it'd be pretty hard. Well, no, if I really have to just increase my subscriber, amounts, my subscriber numbers. But it'd be cool if I could hit that this year. But we'll see. Right now it looks like I'll hit probably 35,000 this year. Who knows? I do have a couple of video series that I want to do, which might get me more views, which may not. I don't care. I'm not doing only for views or anything. I would, as I said, my goal is to bring back my video content as hardcore as I can. That's what I want to do. I want to get it back to where it once was. My peak was roughly about 140,000 views a month. And at the beginning of this year, I was down to about 55,000. So it'd be really nice if I can get it back. My goal is in the short term, the next few months, I would love to see if I can get it back to about 90, maybe 100,000. Probably about 90,000 was my first goal. And then after that, it's 100,000, and then we'll keep going from there. And by busting my butt on videos like how to play 40K and getting that series finale'd, that's the key. One of the things. Obviously, I still have a bunch of miniature painting 101s to film and also to edit and upload for the free content, because I have the next 30 filmed that are in the warp. If you want to go see them, go check out the warp. This week's painting tutorial for the warp was that Deathwatch Watchmaster. Here he is. He turned out pretty cool. I really love the way it turned out. It makes me want to paint a Deathwatch army. And this week's miniature painting 101 in the warp is Chibi Eyes. Look at that. So it's been a productive week. Getting back in the groove. Yeah. I put away my Christmas tree. I took down all my Christmas decorations today. Or yesterday, and then finished it today. Most of them were down yesterday. That was good. Last year I let them up for a while, so I decided I should be productive and actually take them down this year. Get my gaming room all set. I'm starting to put battle reports, back. Starting to film more battle reports again. I have 2 opponents coming in the next couple weeks, I'm guessing, so that's good. And I still have 3 more to put up, 2 of which are with Ben, which was a lot of fun. A visitor, one of my friends from Britain, and I like to bug him. It was fun. I called him a sticky wicket. Jay's a jerk to British people. Cool. Look at this guy. What else? Yeah, I worked a lot this week. Both, at my actual job and then filming. And I said I'm getting back that sense of accomplishment. And it's becoming more of my regular days. I said it just kind of takes me a little time to retrain my brain to film more. Like, it feels weird. Eventually gets to that point where it feels unnatural not filming. And that's where I like to be. Where on a weekday I should be filming. When I'm not working, I'll be filming videos and making videos, and it's all good. I'm tired. I was tired of this limbo that I was in, where I wasn't necessarily making a lot of content and just seeing where it went. But I'm happy to be making videos again. Feels good. Feels very good. Adam, you missed a spot. Oh, this guy's boots as well. I can finish his leather. There he is. Cool. So he has some leather. He's done. Cool. I'm going to paint a lot this year, I think, in my free time. That if I have any free time besides filming. Always through these painting with Jays, I have the opportunity to paint. Set aside an hour. Today's going to be videos. It's going to be a little shorter, probably. It'll only be about half an hour. Maybe a little longer, we'll see. But it's really nice. And once these guys are done, they'll be on the table. And then I'll start my next thing. I do have some models that I cleaned my workshop a little bit ago. You'll see my vlog from last week. And I just found some models on the table that should have been done a while ago. So I've been working on them, getting them all done, all nice and finished, so that I can get them into battle reports and, out of my workshop. Because if a model's in my workshop, it's not painted. And that's not good, right? You want your models to be painted. And we got to rid our world of unpainted models. That's the goal. And I really want to buy a Death Watch Battle Force. I'm probably going to do that eventually. Because I really liked painting that Death Watch guy. He turned out really cool. And I'm like, I really should paint a Death Watch army. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I'll do some silvers. And then do some shading on these last few guys. Life's good. It really is. It's getting so much better. It's been a lot better over the last few months. And it's only continuing to get better. And that makes me happy, obviously. Being able to, as I said, dedicate a lot more time towards videos. makes a happy J. Getting orcs done always makes a happy J. If you want a happy J, just, look at painted orcs and then, it was happy J. Because who doesn't want an army of painted orcs, Shout out to my friend who I'm pretty sure is watching this, Stu. I've been keeping track of Stu. I haven't seen Stu in a while, but I've been watching what he's been painting, and Stu is a really good painter. I really like what Stu works. Like, Stu shows his work, and I'm like, oh, it looks awesome. And he paints orc stuff as well. So, Stu, if you're watching right now, I've been keeping up with what you're painting. Great stuff. Great stuff. These guys are just kind of my tabletop quality. They'll be, good. And I'm going to be really happy to get all of them done. I don't know what I'm going to paint next. I might continue with my orcs. After this, I'll probably I found a couple more small terrain pieces, and I'll probably order maybe 1 or 2 more pieces in the near future, because I need a little more terrain for my table. So maybe I'll paint them up in future videos. Obviously, it's limitless, because I have so many freaking things to paint. But there's been a lot of orky stuff that I think I want to work on in the near future. I don't really know. Maybe Space Marine stuff. Maybe I'll just roll a dice and choose that way. That could work as well. Because, as I said, I have so many models that I can paint. As long as I'm painting something, that's what matters, right? I'm getting work done, getting progress done, and getting myself closer to being finished. Like, Hear that? Yeah. So, as I said, life is good. It really is. It's random, not random. It's full of ups and downs, but I'm definitely on an up right now again. Obviously, I still work a crazy amount, but it's okay. I have more time for filming, more time for DACA. Life good. Good, so let's see if there's any more metallics left on this guy. Yeah, I can paint a couple more areas metallic on him. Oh, I missed a spot. Oops. Now Adam's going to be telling me I missed a spot, because I definitely missed a spot on this guy. We're about 25 minutes into the video. That's all good. That's not a spot. Oops. Right there. Oh, in the arm. Burner Boys. I never really used Burner Boys. They're a little bit slow, so you gotta get them across the field. So you gotta put them like a battle wagon or something. I do have a battle wagon, which maybe will work on. This year will be one of those things that I work on. I have been on a really big kick for a while, and this makes, again, just waste not, want not kind of thing. But this, starting a few months ago, I made a conscious decision to stop buying stuff. Like, I know I'm gonna probably buy the new Nintendo system. That's a different story. But I've been intentionally just trying to save money by not spending money unnecessarily. So I gave up fast food. I've been buying my lunch, not buying my lunch, I've been bringing my lunch for work for about the last 3 months. That's still wet. And I've been... Oh, metallics. I took an inventory of stuff in my house, like toiletries and all that stuff. Everything in my house and if I don't need it, so basically until this stuff is done and used up and gone, I'm not buying any more new stuff. Which is good, because people people focus too much on stuff. But look at that. So this worked. So he's been shaded. He has not been. So he still needs to be shaded. Still needed to be shaded. Those two have been. And then I'll work on the minor details. Of them. Fortunately, they're still wet. So I'll let them dry for a few minutes. And then these guys will definitely be done before next week. I'm going to work on them and make sure they're all done. I just want to get them all done. And on sit away from here. So let me quickly pull up I want to paint some teeth. Painting some teeth. In the meantime, while those guys are drying, I'm going to paint the teeth on my orc boys. Get them all done. Paint some eyes. All the little details that I haven't done on these guys yet. What's really cool is these eyes were actually normal boys. And I just found the pieces for the Burna boys, so I converted them. It was pretty cool. I had fun breaking the orc boys and just keeping their torsos basically, and then converting them to Burna boys. Teeth? No, teeth. Oh, man. There's a tournament in Peterborough twice a year that my friend Dave runs, and I was really looking forward to the next one. I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to do it. I'll build a fun army, like Grot Tank army. The next one's solos. So I was like, oh, sweet, solos. I could easily, Grot Tank army it up. Have a great time, or a Grot time. Great Grot time. And then, unfortunately, it's the weekend of Adepticon. So I will not be going, obviously. Well, if I don't go to Adepticon, I'll do it in the tournament, basically. But, yeah, so that'll be fun. But, I let him know. I'm like, oh, Dave. He asked me if I was going. I'm like, oh, I'd love to, but it's the weekend of Adepticon. So, nope. But I don't know what army I'll bring to Adepticon this year. Let's see. One year I brought Grey Knights. 1 year I brought Tyranids. Last year I brought Necrons. And that resulted in some crazy games. I don't know. Maybe Dark Angels? I don't know what I'll bring this year. Still a couple months away. Don't really know. I'll have to think about that. I went to the Peterborough Zoo for a walk the other day. Peterborough is really nice. I like Peterborough. I'm going to miss it one day. I don't think, to be honest, I'll be in Peterborough for unbelievably that much longer. I don't know. Maybe in the next year or so I'll probably have to move. Because if I want a promotion for the company I work for, I'm going to have to leave Peterborough. And the housing costs are starting to creep up here. So if I do end up, one day, my dream is to buy a house. I would really love to buy my own house and stop paying rent. Because I've been paying rent for many, many, many years. And it would be really, really nice to just, get a little own my own property. So maybe one day in the near future. Who knows where it'll take me? As I said, life's unpredictable. But, yeah, we'll see. Oh. Really thirsty. It's dry in here. I have my heaters on, of course, because it's otherwise I'd be freezing. And it really creates a dry environment. Yeah. Really, really dry. So get thirsty. Oh man. Perfect. Yeah, I have a lot of New Year's resolutions this year, and I think I'm going to hold myself really accountable to them and see how many I can actually do. I think most of them are realistic, and that's the key, make them realistic, and then I'll see if I can accomplish them. Work hard. This would be another year of hard work, as it was last year and the year before that, but this year it's going to be about thriving. Last year was kind of be about surviving, and this year, thriving, having a great year, having fun, enjoying life, making a bunch of videos for you all. And also, I really want to open up a little bit more. Like, I tend to talk a lot during these Painting with Jays and let you know about my life. You're my confidants and my fellow painters. And I'd let Adam know he missed a spot. Because he always does for some reason. I don't know why. But Adam, you missed a spot. I warned you about that earlier. But I like the idea of the vlog because it kind of lets you even more into my life. So. That's all good. After doing this one shade, I'm going to call it a day. And I got most of these guys done. I'll just base them in the next few days, and I'll probably have enough time to base them on the weekend. And then they'll be done. And then the 10 more dudes off my table, out of my workshop, into my gaming room. Life's good. So, I'm going to call it here. I got some work done, as you can see. Bunch of models closer to be done, and let's end now. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Got some work done painting along with me. Listen to my rambles. Hope your life is good too. And of course, stay tuned for more videos. I really hope you enjoyed this week's vlog and the content. And as I said, how to play 40K, it's on its way. And as always, this is a free content video. So a huge thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. You can see them all crossing the screen right now. Without them, my free content would barely be possible. So huge thank you if you want to help support my Patreon campaign. Link in the description below. Any funds I make are greatly appreciated. They help to go towards new equipment, keeping me in this house, new models, new terrain, everything, and just helping me make better videos. So thank you as always, Patreon people, and thank you for painting along with me. I really enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos until I see Ms. J saying happy painting with me.